Alright, YouTube, it is the Bad Nerd. Yes, I am back with my first video of 2026. Hope everyone's had a good Christmas, New Year. So, yes, we got our first slice of Marvel this year, Marvel Studios, and for that I'm reviewing Wonder Man. Yes, Wonder Man, based on the Marvel characters of the same name. This is an action, comedy, superhero drama that stars Yahoo Abdul-Mateen II. One day I am going to get the hang of saying that guy's name. Uh, Exmeo Zelkito Baric, Sir Ben Kingsley, Adrian Mayod, Joe Pantalonio, Brian Bauer, and Josh Gad. So, this is set in Hollywood. It's part of Marvel Studios' sixth phase in the multiverse saga. So, this follows Hollywood actor Simon Williams is thrust into the world of the superheroes as he gets powers of his own and becomes a new superhero, Wonder Man, in a production of a remake of the classic superhero movie Wonder Man, and befriends Trevor Slattery along the way, who turns out to, be given some deal with the Department of Damage Control to bring Simon Williams down as they see him as a threat. But also, Simon has gained his powers through mutation. Yes, he's a mutant. And of course, we see 8 episodes of this, 30 minutes long, and the whole thing just dropped onto Disney Plus at once. So what did I like about this? Well, first of all, I like that the whole thing just came onto Disney Plus, and we didn't have to wait a week to see the next episode, because I feel that's where it would have its issues. See, don't go in expecting this to be a superhero action series, because the majority of it isn't. See, what happens in this is that, we follow Simon Williams and his pursuit to become a big actor, and he gets the part in Wonder Man. But also, we see Trevor Slattery, Ben Kingsley, return. So, there are 8 episodes, and we don't get a lot of crime-fighting action like you do in your average superhero show. And, yeah, at first I was like, this is slow, but then it soon, I don't know, I just got hooked on the whole thing, and I binge-watched the whole thing within 2 days. So I think that's what kept me watching, that I didn't have to wait a week between each episode, because I feel that if it did do that, I would have lost interest in the show. But yeah, I like the Hollywood setting. I liked Abdul-Mateen, whatever his name is, in a lead role. Of course, he's had roles in like the DC EU before it was done with, with Aquaman. And we got Ben Kingsley returning as Trevor Slattery, who we first see as the fake Mandarin in Iron Man 3, but over time I think people have grown to like Trevor Slattery, and I can tell you that I have. I just like their scenes together. They form a good friendship, and I like it. There is some comedy in there, and there is some drama, and there is some interesting episodes. There is one episode called Doorman, which is a filler episode, which follows another super individual who can walk through walls and stuff, and gets to role in movies and commercials, and then Josh Gad, who plays himself, doesn't come through him and disappears. So there are 8 episodes. There is episode 1, Methane, episode 2, Self-Tape, episode 3, Proclomi or something, episode 4, Dorman, episode 5, Found Footage, episode 6, Callback, episode 7, Kathy Fieldman, and episode 8, Yucca Valley. So, yeah, we see a lot of all that. I will say, the final act of this show, in the last episode, is kind of like, okay, so the Wonder Man's been a success. What's he doing with this guy? And what the hell, yeah. But you know what? It all makes sense when you see the final 5 minutes of the show that he's there to save Trevor, because he gets caught up in the whole ordeal again. If you know the character of Trevor Slattery, you know what's what. But yeah, I thought this was a decent series. I gotta say, I was a bit let down at first with the first few episodes, but then I realized that maybe this isn't a full-on action drama. This is this is just a a buddy drama of sorts. It's not to be like any Marvel show. I'd say that it. Well, I mean, as long as you know the character of Trevor Slattery from Iron Man 3, Shang-Chi, The Legend of the Ten Rings, Ben Kingsley returns to form in his role in that as Trevor Slattery, and it's fun to watch. So, yeah. Like I say, this isn't the best Marvel show that has come out in recent years. There's not as much action as you would think, but it was okay. It was alright for what it was. So yeah, I mean, like I say, it was okay. Will we get a second season? I don't know. I don't think so. It's a mini-series, probably a one-season deal. Will we see Wonder Man again? I don't know. Maybe in future Marvel projects. I don't know. But yeah, here we go. The start of Marvel Studios' installments for this year. And we got a lot to come. We got, Spider-Man Brand New Day. We have other things coming. We have, Avengers Doomsday to end the year. So we started with Wonder Man. We're going to end with Avengers Doomsday, which is going to be a big gamble for Marvel, given their reputation the last few years post-Infinity Saga. But you never know. Anyway, yeah. What am I going to rate this one? I will give it... You know what, I will give it 3.5 batarangs out of 5. 3.5 batarangs out of 5 because it did keep me watching. I didn't feel any distraction urges except for that maybe one episode, Dormant, which was black and white, by the way, and went into color towards the end. But yeah, that's it for this one. Have you seen it? Let me know what you think down below in the comments. If you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Share it with your friends, and feel free to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell. I've been the Bat Nerd, and this has been Bat Nerd Reviews. So, until next time, Bat Nerd out.